Hey, Steve Riley, welcome to this episode of Great Practice, Great Life. And today I have a renowned criminal law lawyer, but I love him more because he's entrepreneurial, not because he's a great criminal. Just a really, really unusual guy in the criminal law field because he has done so many cool things to grow his practice and make an impact on the community. So with that, I'd like to welcome Adam Rossen. Sorry, let me try. Sorry, I knew I'd
Ah,
screw up.
ah,
Three, two,
it's like,
three, two, one. I'd like to welcome Adam Rossen. Adam, how you doing?
hey, Steve, I'm doing so well. Thanks for having me here. I'm excited to get to talk to you.
It's great to have you here, and you've done some really cool things, and there's a lot of things I was talking to you about, from everything about how you market it to how unusual you are as a criminal law lawyer, but you really want to focus on one thing. And I think you and I met years ago at the W Revenue Workshop, and I just want to ask one question. Have you doubled?
Since then, not, well, let me see. It was 2021. Close. But
Close.
yeah, we
Close.
close.
Close. So we're close to doubling from 2021. And you've really focused on growth strategies. But if you could, because I don't want to take you too far off the topic of today's podcast, but give everybody kind of a sense of what you've done, where you're at, what your firm's about. And you've done some great content marketing. So just free range a little bit. Tell everybody your story.
Sure. And Steve, I do want to clarify. So in 2021 alone, we 3.5x revenue. So by the time we had the W revenue at the end of 2021, I think we're like double from there. But if you really look at, we're probably about 4x from 2020. So really cool stuff. So
Okay, so
um,
so we came in right at the end of the 3.5x. And then
right,
we're on the
right.
so we look back from the time frame that you did that, you used the number then, and you're close to doubling again. It's hard, and people don't understand this. It's easy to double when you're, like, going from 100 to 200. When you go to a couple of million to a couple of million, it's a little bit more work, like, it's a little bit heavier
Oh,
lift.
yes, it is significantly harder. Absolutely. So you always got to put some perspective on that too. But yeah, and I still have the workbook from that seminar. I thought it was a great seminar. It was just very slow, controlled, methodical thinking, actions. Like I really loved the way that you did it. And when Craig Goldenfarb invited me to go, he's like, "Oh, wait, this one's with Steve. It's going to be a really good one." And afterwards, I thanked him for inviting me, and I told him I was like, "Yes, it was excellent. It was really good."
So, if you were to describe to me, so you're saying, "Okay, Steve, I got this great internship program." Who would it be a good fit for, and how would I explain it to them?
Right, so it's gonna be a great fit for anybody who's an undergrad or law school. Now, this is an unpaid internship, okay? So, we've I understand there's certain limitations on who can accept this. Now, it's best for people who do have ties to South Florida, although last year we had a student from University of Georgia Law School. Well, and he moved in. Well, luckily his grandparents lived here. So he moved in with his grandparents for the entire summer to come to our unpaid internship, which I thought was just absolutely amazing. This summer, two of our interns have zero ties to South Florida. They're moving here on their own dime. Now they're going to room together, which is awesome. And they're getting basically a short term rental for the summer. And they're coming down because that's how bad they want it. So, number one, you have to know that if this is just something you want to dip your toe in, it might not be the best for you. You really have to have the means and the desire to truly go play all in, which is our fourth core value, and really want this. And if you do, that would be amazing. Okay. And then you would absolutely, love this experience. So that's something. Obviously, it has to be somebody who's very criminal justice focused. If you know you want to do business law or contracts or transactional work, then again, the passion won't be there because we require a lot. Um, it's it's definitely a 40 plus hour a week internship. I mean, our interns will know they're going to carry the briefcase every single day for 12 weeks. They're going to be fully immersed in our firm. They're going to be fully immersed with the cases. They're all in. So you need that. And that the process of really discussing that this year with my team and some of the criminal justice orgs has led us to a separate program that we're hoping to launch next year, which, after we continue to unpack this, I would love to talk about the mentorship program that we're going to do.
I really loved what you've done. If you were to give advice to another lawyer, regardless of their practice area, and give them advice that would save them the 15 years of trial and error that you've done, how would you recommend they set up? What would be the bare bones structure? What would you consider for them to consider in the structure of the program? Why would they want to do it? Just give some advice to other people who are saying, that sounds really cool, but that might work for Adam because he's a big shot criminal law lawyer and he's in South Florida. It won't work for me in Illinois or Iowa or California, wherever I'm at. Give us some advice on that.
Right. So it'll absolutely work for anybody and everybody. First thing is slow down, think it through, and be intentional.
Love it.
That's really the most important thing. And in order to do that, it's just like any business decision or any marketing initiative. You can just say, all right, wake up today and say, well, tactically, I'm going to do LSA. So I'm going to do PPC. I'm going to do this and just throw money or time at something. But that's a tactic. So slow down, think it through, and come up with the strategy. What's the why behind it? And doing an internship like this is not, okay, and I want to repeat, is not a way to just get free labor. Okay. That is not the point of this. So think it through. The feedback that we got, especially last year and this year from our interns and the candidates, especially this year, the candidates as we were interviewing them, they said that most of them have said, "I've already done the shadowing, Adam. What really drew me to this is the structure, that this is an actual program, that this is hands-on experience, and I'm not just gonna walk in every day and go, 'Oh, what do you got for me?' Let's just kind of hang out." Because most of them have already done that. So, what do you want to get out of this? Um, for us, we want to inspire the next generation of criminal defense lawyers, and if we can't and under that, we want if we help inspire future prosecutors, we want them to at least understand what we go through, what our clients go through, the mental health issues that our clients go through, the substance abuse issues that our clients go through, what it's like to really walk, a day or two in their life. Okay. And so that's really important for us. So think about it. You're in estate planning. Well, what's your why? Are you an estate planning lawyer because that was the only job that was available when you graduated law school and you just kind of fell into it? Okay, maybe. Do you have a passion behind it? And if there's no passion or real reason, then maybe you shouldn't do an internship, right? Or if you don't, but there's still ways where you want to help the community, well then, think it through and just again be intentional about why you're doing this because it can be a lot of work. To do it the right way takes time and effort. The come hang out, and look, there is a place for the come hang out, but the come hang out does not require as much work, at least in the beginning. I would argue, though, that in practicality, when the intern's there, it does require a lot of work because you haven't planned or prepared anything. So it's just, do you want to front load it or do you want to back load it? But really, just begin with the end in mind and be intentional about the strategy behind it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And there's so many lawyers that don't take action, which is our third core value, take action, because they're scared about, n- you know, they're scared about a lack of perfection, or they're just scared that it's not, I don't know, that they're not going to do it right or whatever it may be. So if you want to do it, and you should do it because you're helping others. And I think as community and leaders that lawyers are and supposed to be, it's our job to help people.
Is there anything else you want to share about the internship? You're thinking about it or anything like that? I want to make sure I
I
allow
mean,
you to close that out.
if anybody wants to talk to me about it, I would love to. Again, it's I think more, not everybody, but more lawyers should be deliberate and should right have this kind of impact or whatever impact you can have, because it is important. And as lawyers, we are the pillars of our community. We're supposed to be. Being a lawyer is a great profession. It's a helping and giving profession, and a lot of people on the outside don't understand and don't really get what we do. So, but, when we go to law school and we're in the trenches, like, it is. I mean, it's an amazing thing that we do as lawyers. So if I can help anybody help themselves, help their community, help other people, I would love to.